What's up, y'all? Welcome to another review by Ryan. A very happy Thursday. It is Thursday, July 21st, and I was not expecting to come before y'all this fine day. It's the evening now, because I didn't know until just like an hour ago, but I was not expecting to make this reaction today to DanMachi. DanMachi, otherwise known as Is It Wrong to Try to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon, the 4th season dropped today. Based on when I make my schedule for reactions, I was told that the first episode release was going to be on the 23rd. It's in an overnight slot, so technically it's going to be like midnight Saturday, which means that it would release late Friday, midday Friday, so I was planning for this to be a Friday reaction, but to my pleasant surprise, not only did it release earlier than I was anticipating, but it looks like it is going to release at 10 a.m. every day via the High Dive platform. As of such, here we are, guys. I gotta tell you, DanMachi has had an interesting run. Looking at it right now, because High Dive officially has it since Crunchyroll dropped the DanMachi series as a result of the Sony acquisition. You look at DanMachi and, season 1 OVA, season 2 OVA, season 3 OVA, a movie in season 4 now. You could have never told me that this show was going to get this many seasons. I thought the first season was good, but never in my wildest dreams did I think we'd be sitting here reacting to a 4th season. But here we are, especially after the concerns I had with the second season, being that the second season was definitely universally the most unpopular of the 4 seasons. It was also the season that made me almost not want to come back to the DanMachi series. But to think that this show, following Belle and Hestia and everyone's fixation on her boobs and whatever else got you into this series, to think that we're sitting here about to watch a 4th season, it's just surreal. But here we are, guys. The Hestia Familia is back at it again. After we had the wonderful wine segment last season, she actually ended up becoming one of my favorite characters since the series first came out, and I hope to see her some in this 4th season. But I did kind of somewhat forget how the 3rd season wrapped up. I actually did not. I normally rewatch seasons before a new season comes out, but I did forget to rewatch season 3. So if you hear me say things that seem a little off, or hey Ryan, to answer that question in season 3, I'm kind of getting myself back in the swing of things. But with that said, a couple thoughts and expectations that I have into this season. Keep up the same work that they did in season 3. That is really the best thing I can say. They were on to a very good thing in season 3. They had a really lovable character that was introduced, and it was a good story, quite frankly. One of the biggest flaws that I actually do have, one of the biggest gripes that I actually have with this show, this in all seasons, is actually Ice. I understand that she is supposed to be, I guess, quote unquote, the love interest of Belle, but up to this stage, we still haven't gotten a lot from her. There hasn't, I don't really feel much from Ice when she's on screen. Obviously, the most that we felt was when she was trying to kill Wine in the last season. But by the end of the episode, she had calmed down and she realized that the error of her ways. And now I'm sure we're going to be back to not really knowing next to anything about what drives her, what motivates her. And obviously, we know a little bit, because for example, how she treated Wine. I forget how I'm supposed to pronounce her name, so I'm so sorry if I just keep messing her name up. I'll get it right in the second episode. But she just knows they're monsters. I have to kill it. She just seems incredibly robotic with everything she does. And yes, there's plenty of characters who have personalities like that, but I don't really feel that we made a lot of progress with her 3 seasons, several OVAs, and a movie later. So in this season, if she's in the season, I'd really freaking like to actually start feeling something for her, since I haven't felt much in the first several seasons and OVAs and the movie. But that's really all I have to say. I am excited to see this show back. I'm excited to see whatever's in store for us in season 4, and we're gonna go ahead and get this started. So it's funny, I don't think anyone knew the episode dropped because there's literally no ratings for the 4th season yet. But the episode 1 discussion board is up. I'm just so confused today. So I'm gonna throw this out here right now. If I put this reaction video up and learned that this was just not the first episode, but the real first episode comes out tomorrow, I am so sorry. But everything that is listing here is telling me that this is indeed the first episode of the show, and as such, I will be reacting to it. Because normally I don't react to any preludes or recaps or anything like that. But to my knowledge, this is the first episode, and so we're going to treat it as such. So guys, let's go ahead. Welcome back to the world of DanMachi. Welcome back to the world of Hestia and Belle. I'm really excited to get this started. And the title of the first episode of the 4th season is titled Prelude, Night Before Departure. So let's go ahead and get this started. And again, as a reminder, this is exclusive to the High Dive platform in the West. So if you are following the timestamp to video and you are not watching this on High Dive, you will want to wait a few seconds before you start your video. So let's go ahead and get this reaction started. Get my headphones on. I'm so excited that we're getting to watch this today. All right, and we'll get... no, almost, maybe, ready? I think so. Right. Sorry about that, guys. Had some technical difficulties I had to work out there. We're going to go ahead and restart the episode in 3, 2, 1. We have, as we were just talking about, it's been a crazy journey. 4 seasons now? Also, Wine. Like, I don't know why I had such a struggle saying her name. I gotta get it together. Man, so much history on your thing now. Yes, of course he did. Look at you go. Yes, he did. He did a great job protecting them. Festa. Welcome back. I'm stoked. I cannot believe we are in season 4. Yes, he has. I just wonder what we're gonna find when we get to the bottom of this dungeon. Yeah. But is that conclusion gonna result in his death is my question. Oh my god. Can y'all not? Hey, the homie. No, they're just here wasting everybody's time. Calm it down. Listen, these directives be messy. Hey, there's my girl. The hands of someone who's been putting in some work. Okay, so it's a dinner expedition. All right. Also, Wine, as much as I loved you, I'm never going to butcher your name again like that. I'm so sorry. So we're back to our roots, just being an adventure. Going on an expedition or an adventure. It's crazy to see so many people willing to work with the Hessia Familia now. We've come such a long way. Yes. Of course she. Of course she did. She finds out everything, I swear. Um, I mean, it is the truth. And also, being that she was always the one carrying stuff anyway, that would actually be a really good role for her. Because we definitely don't need you on the front line if you're one of the lowest levels. I'm glad she took that with her chin up. And we know you got this, Mikoto. Y'all gonna be alright. My man's still out here putting in this work. Oh, respect. Yo! Yo, walking into a master blacksmith shop talking about some discount. Aisha, what are you here for? I swear. Bruh. We still love you though, Haru. You can. Hey, stay with our strategist. You'll be all right. Oh. It's crazy. We talking about 25th, 26th, 27th floors. Man, we getting down there now. I mean, the information is really what's most critical. Absolutely. Yeah, I tell you, Belle has grown so much since the first season. Such maturity that he shows now. Oh, you are down, girl. You are down. Like bittersweet. You're not gonna lose your dude. Don't worry. Oh, this is what Hestia does well anyway. Like, yeah. Oh, I'm done with you, Hestia. My girl. My girl, sit down. You're making too much noise. You're drunk. My girl. We know you love Belle. Sit down. Bro, y'all just been knocking him back. I swear. See, I can't be drinking like that no more now. Not saying that I did before, but... Oh my goodness. No way in hell we're stopping now. Yo! Look at my homie! Hey! That's a real weapon right there. I felt the power through the screen. Hakugan. They got this covered. I got faith in them. And look how much this group has grown. Look at all the help we got now. Hey. I say, I'm loving the animation. It's looking smooth. It's looking fine. It's looking really nice. I'm loving this. That is, yay! That firebolt, I swear. I'm telling you, that's level 4. That's my level 4 bell right there. Let's go. We out here. Oh, hell. The Great Falls. Oh, man. Oh, man. Guys, I gotta tell you, welcome back to DanMachi. Okay. All right, guys. So I actually had to record again this post-reaction thought because apparently right after the episode ended, my video apparently stopped working. So here are my post thoughts. So that was a great episode. Honestly, that was a great return to the 4th season of DanMachi. And you know, one thing I will say I really liked about this episode was it brought us back to our roots. We had a very small recap about all the events that happened up to this point. We got to watch as they got their next orders, which they're now being able to go on an expedition into the middle and lower layers. And one of the great things we saw right before that, well, right at the end of the recap, was that Bell is now a level 4 adventurer. And that is absolutely incredible. I'm so proud of him. You know, how far Bell and Hestia have come together to come to where they basically had to build everything from the ground up. And the Hestia familiar, or the Hestia name, was relatively greatly disrespected, to not only having their own familia, but being able to work with other families now, and to be able to put together a grand squad to go down into the lower floors. It's just surreal to see how far we have come in this series. And to see how far some of our characters have come in particular. And I want to call out Lily again. Lily is my favorite character from this show. For those that do not know, which is all of you, because I was never a reactor for the first 3 seasons. Lily is my favorite character. I've loved her since she first was revealed in season 1. I felt so terrible for her throughout her redemption, and to see her not only be Bell's supporter, his real supporter, but to actually be able to join the Hestia family. It's just been a joy seeing her on screen. But, of course, in a situation like this, I'm glad that power levels and strategy and stuff like that was called out. With Bell being at level 4, he's actually gotten pretty damn strong. However, for Lily, Lily's still level 1. From a strength perspective, she cannot compete on the front line. She will instantly be destroyed. So it's nice to see that they are working strategy into everything. And she's always been the brains of their operation, them working behind the scenes, healing people, stuff like that. But now that she will officially have that dedicated role for the entire expedition, honestly, that's a big responsibility. And I've continued to love seeing the growth of her character. And even with Haru, we got to see, the fact that Aisha came back, and they got to get her trained up too, because, one trick shows is not going to do everything when you're down in the middle and lower layers. So, and just seeing the fight sequence and seeing how everything really comes together, it's just amazing to see how far this has come as a show, as a series. And it was nice to see in this episode us getting back to our roots of getting down to the lowest floors and just being an adventurer. So I'm so stoked. I'm so happy that this episode actually went much better than I could have ever anticipated, being we're 4 seasons in, and being that I have definitely flip-flopped here and there with the series. And I cannot wait to see how this expedition goes. I'm really, really, really stoked. And I think they did a really good job of presenting this first episode of the 4th season to us. So, with that said, I'd say a 9.5, 10 out of 10 start. Great start to this 4th season. So, thank you so much for watching, guys. If you did like the reaction, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. And if you want to be one of the first to be notified when a new reaction becomes available, hit the bell icon. So with that said, I cannot wait to see you guys next week and every Thursday, based on what High Dive is saying, as we'll join each other for another episode of DanMachi. Is It Wrong to Try to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon? Season 4. The title of the 2nd episode will be The Great Falls. So until then, catch you later.